Namaste friends, welcome to Gyanved channel. In today's video, we are going to learn about how to pick the best index mutual funds. What are the different types of funds? So please watch the video till end so you will get complete details. Anyone visited the channel for the first time, we request you to please subscribe, like, share with your friends and don't forget to press the bell icon so you will get notifications with our new videos. Many times during our investment, many people compare either their stocks performance or the mutual fund performance with certain index. Most of the times it would be Nifty or Sensex. So have you thought of why they always compare the performance with certain index? So in this today's video, we are going to find how to get the best index funds out of the available options. If you have seen the list here, we have so many indexes available, but how these index funds are having the risk associated with it, how much return they can give us, and what would be the strategy. So please watch the video till end so you will get complete details. Roughly speaking, there are two types of mutual funds around us. One is called as active mutual funds, where fund managers has to do a detailed research in this bucket to pick the best stocks for the investment. Also, they need to manage the funds till the long time. There is another category of funds which is called as passive mutual funds. Here, fund manager do not need to put any research. They just need to replicate. They just match it with something. What that is, we'll see in the next. And they need to manage this type of funds for the investors. Friends, there is one famous quote from ex-investor Warren Buffett. He once said that most of the mutual funds or investment schemes or the portfolio management companies in United States could not beat the index itself. So there are, as you know, there is a Nasdaq, S&P 500. There are multiple indexes. So he's mentioning that even if some investors have blindly invested in the stocks underlying the index, they would have got much better returns. Why he must have said it? There is a reason behind it. Because if you see that any fund management or mutual fund management, they have to do detailed research to find the best picks for their investors. Also, they choose some stocks based on their conviction that these stocks would be performing better than in the future. Also, it is possible sometimes the fund managers might choose certain stocks based on some biased decisions. So, how to get that? So, in addition, there will be an expense ratio which will cut your profit. Normally, in the active funds, we have seen that direct options generally charge on an average of 0.5 to 1.5%. Same time, the regular funds charge 1.5 to 2.5%. So this is average what we have seen in India. There are two major indexes in India which are referred most of the time. The first one is called as Sensex, which is the oldest index in our market, which is consist of 30 stocks. Same time, Nifty 50 is another index which consists of top 50 stocks. Have we ever thought why indexes are given so much important in the investment? One of the reason is the indexes what we use pick the best of the class stocks. So often there will be a rebalancing activity. Like we know, Nifty 50 index is rebalanced twice a year. So one is in the March and other is in September. So that always this index will have good stocks always. Also, our indexes has shown good performance historically. You must have seen that Nifty 50 or Sensex has given the returns which has beaten many investment options in the long run. When we talk about index funds, the concept is about the passive index or the passive investment. Here, fund managers don't need to do much activity like researching the best stocks. Instead, They just need to imitate the stock's weightage as per the index. But it doesn't mean that always you will get the same return as the index. Sometimes some funds outperform the index, sometimes it even underperforms the index. So do you see that index funds can beat the index always? Yes or no? The answer is no and yes also. How? We will see. But the agenda or the target behind the index fund is that to provide the similar returns. So often one question might come into your mind, why can't they match the exact index returns? There are certain reasons. One of the major reason is the tracking error. That is the delay or the extent to replicate the index. Let's take an example. You have invested the money today, but you got the NAV at the end of the day. But fund manager has not received your money, so they have not yet invested in the stocks. So they will invest in the next day. Certain types of errors is called as tracking errors. Tracking error is not same way calculated with all the funds. Some funds call it based on the daily tracking difference, some call it weekly, monthly, or some even quarterly. Another major reason why these funds don't match the index returns is the expense ratio. So expense ratio is normally the fund performance fees which they charge and deduct from the fund performance. How many index funds you will find in the market from which you can make a choice? There are so many. It depends on the number of indexes available also. So let's see some examples which are available for the Nifty 50 index funds. So you can see here many options like DSP, Aditya Birla, L&T, Navi, Nifty 50 index, and so many companies have their index funds available in the market. But make sure that not every fund gives the same amount of returns over the long term. One of the most popular index in India, the Sensex, also has many index funds with it, like ICICI Prudential, HDFC Index Funds, Nippon India, Tata Index Funds, LICMF Index Funds, and there are so many index funds available for Sensex also. In addition, there are other index funds also. Few examples we can give like the Nifty 50, Nifty 100, next 50 of the index, then Nifty banks. So many indexes have their index funds available in the market. We asked one question like, do they beat the index or do they have the ability to beat the index? All this depends on their tracking error and expense ratio. What else you need to consider before you invest in any index funds? One of the factor should be the AUM, or that is called asset under management, or how much money that AMC has for this index fund. Another factor you should consider is what is the expense ratio. Lesser is the expense ratio, better the chances of the returns. That's why you see passive funds or index funds are having one of the lowest expense ratios in the market. Also, you should consider the tracking error record also. If any company is having minimal tracking error consistently, you can beat you can bet on that fund that okay, it will perform much better than the rest of the funds in the market. So please keep these 3 points before you invest in any index funds. Who should consider investing in the index funds? Let's see, if you are a passive investor, you don't want to invest in the active mutual funds, or you don't want to invest in stocks directly. Another thing, if you are new investors, you are not sure which mutual funds to pick, you can opt for the index funds. Also, you should be a long-term investor if you want to gain good profit from index funds. Also, some employee benefit schemes like the EPFO or NPS, these organizations also invest in some of the index funds. How do you find the better funds or better opportunities for your investment in index funds. Before doing this, you should find the right index which will match to your goal and your risk appetite. Also, you need to find the right fund scheme. How you will find? Based on the AUM, based on the tracking error record, and the expense ratio. Also, you need to have a right tenure for this investment. Short-term investment may or may not give you the good amount. Also, if you do the index comparison with the funds, we will see one comparison which we have done between the Nifty 50 or BSE Sensex. Here you have seen, if we have compared the 5-year return chart, there is still difference of around 7% in these two indexes. So investing in any index doesn't mean that okay, you will get the same amount of return. Let's see another comparison between the index and the index funds. So we have taken here comparison between Nifty 50 and two of the major funds in the market like UTI Nifty Index Fund and HDFC Index Fund Nifty Plan. When we compare the 5-year chart, you can see that there is a difference between Nifty 50 returns and these funds also. One of the major reasons, the tracking error that could have led to the positive profits. Another reason could be the dividend. Index never considers the dividend amount in the returns, but here the funds has this advantage. So you can see that the slightly these funds have outperformed the Nifty 50 index. What should be your strategy if you want to invest in the index funds? The first measure is that you should consider the expense ratio of that specific fund scheme. It is always better to invest, as this is the equity fund, you should opt for SIP. If you have some lump sum amount, you can park into debt fund initially and then move into STP mode in the index fund. Then if you want to withdraw slowly from your fund, you can opt for SWP. So we have some videos on this already on our channel, you can take a look. It is better you can have diversification between more than one index fund so that you can assure that you will have an average return. Also, you can think of rebalancing after certain amount of time. We have some videos already on the tax saving approach in the equity funds. You can take them in the channel. Gyanveda will bring many such videos for your information and happy investing. If you have any questions, don't forget to mention in the comment box, so we will try to give you answers on this one. So make your investment happy. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share and press the bell icon so you will get the notification. Thanks for watching. Dhanyavad.